Hello, my name is Elliot. I am the owner of JG Firearms Instruction. We're located in Tarpon Springs, which is a suburb of Tampa, Florida. If you want to come down, strictly by appointment only. I'll be happy to make an appointment, but please don't just show up. My telephone number is 727-455-6596, 727-455-6596. My email address is jgfirearmsinstruction@inbox.com. JG is two initials, J like in Jacob, G like in George. Firearms has an S at the end. Instruction is like you're teaching somebody, so it's JG Firearms at inbox, like your inbox folder on the email. JG Firearms Instruction at inbox.com. I'm not big on texting, so give me a call or send me an email. Today we're going to talk about some firearms. The first one we're going to talk about is a Cobra Denali. Now, Cobra makes a very basic firearm. It's probably one of the least expensive firearms you're going to be able to purchase brand new with a lifetime warranty. Now, the Cobra Denali is pretty interesting. This is a Cobra Denali. It comes with different finishes. It's a very small firearm. Very small. I usually have these with different finishes. I try to have them in all black. This is olive green, and they also come with satin. They also come with, I don't know, there's different colors. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But it's a very nice little firearm. It also comes with a nice lock, owner's manual. Now, this is Cobra. Now, Cobra firearms, they're very similar to another brand out there called Jimenez Arms. Jimenez Arms and Cobra basically did a very same design and how the firearm operates. They all derived from this other company called Jennings Bryco. That's a company that was in business for many numbers of years and eventually went out of business, and Jimenez, who was a machinist there, bought out most of the company, and the rest of the company, a large chunk of it was bought out by people who later came to form Cobra. So they share the same design. Now, it's a very easy firearm to take apart, and this goes to both Jimenez Arms and Cobra. There's a little doohickey back here. I hope you can see it. All right. You take the magazine out, you stick a pen in there, pull up, pull forward, slide comes right off. Doesn't come easier than that. There's thousands of YouTube videos. You can look under Jimenez, look under Jennings, look under Cobra, look under Lawson. Very similar designs. They all take down the same. Very easy to do. While this is basically an operation very similar to the older models of Jennings, Jimenez, Davis, Lawson, this gun, this particular model, was designed by Cobra. This is not a copy. This is their own design. Right? It's the same functioning as the older model, same operation, but this is a polymer frame pistol. All right? This is a very modern design. Polymer frame pistols came out, I believe, in the 80s with Glock. There was a lot of hoopla about them, how they could go through airport security because it won't be seen on x-rays. That didn't turn out so well. But Glock came out with these in the 80s. They had some problems with them. Most of the manufacturers now, they make polymer frame pistols for concealed carry. And this is what this is. This is polymer frame. The advantage of a polymer frame pistol is that it's a lot lighter. This is probably half the weight of the comparable size Cobra models that are the same, same basic size. It's very light. It's very durable. The slide is metal. It's relatively inexpensive zinc steel alloy. Right? It holds 5 rounds, and it is not safe to keep one in the chamber. Right? Holds 5 rounds in the magazine. With all Jimenez Arms, all Cobra products, there is no safety device that blocks the striker, that blocks the hammer from hitting the round should you drop it. All right? The odds are, if this thing was loaded with one in the chamber and you dropped it, the odds are nothing would happen. But if it landed in the wrong way, it hit something, and was positioned in such a way, it could go off. So never carry this with one in the chamber. All right? Now, it's very easy to rack the slide. Pull back the slide and release it. It's extremely easy. If you're going to carry this, carry it with load magazine, nothing in the chamber. Now, is there better ways of carrying a pistol? Is it better off to carry one in the chamber? Generally, yes, but it's just not safe to do so with this model firearm. If price is an issue, you're not going to get less expensive than this for a gun that's in 380 caliber. 380 is probably the most recommended self-defense caliber. It's a big bullet. The bullet's the part of the round that comes out of the gun and hopefully goes into the bad guy. That's the same size as in a 9mm. All right, the difference between a 9mm and a 380 is basically the amount of gunpowder in it. This has a little less gunpowder, so they can make the firearms a little bit smaller and more compact. So if price is an issue and you can't afford a better name brand, Smith & Wesson, Ruger, Taurus, then do what you need to do. But do not purchase this and carry it with one in the chamber. It is not safe. You should practice racking the slide with this if you're going to purchase this and you're going to carry it. Practice doing so. It's extremely easy. In Israel, they carry, the police over there, they carry much better quality firearms, and even then they carry them without one in the chamber. They are trained. When they pull it out, they're automatically racking the slide. I don't think that's necessary. I think that's a waste for them to do that. But that's a country that has a lot of issues with security, and they find it perfectly safe to carry without one in the chamber, which is the same as you would have to carry with this. All right? This firearm is surprisingly accurate for inexpensive and small firearm. Recoil is manageable. It's a polymer frame. Polymer frames generally have more recoil than a heavier frame, metal frame. But it's not too bad. It's pretty well designed. There's not much on it. It's got the safety here. I wouldn't really rely on the safety. It has here's the safety. Yes, I do bite my nails. It has a indicator that pops out that if it's loaded, it should pop out. I wouldn't rely on that either. The best way of knowing if a gun is safe is assume that if the gun's loaded or not, is to assume that it is loaded at all times. 5 rounds, 380. Good self-defense round. I often have these in factory seconds that are cosmetic only, and usually can't tell the difference. I sell Cobra factory seconds for as little as $120. These are a little bit more if it's a first quality. It's a beautiful little gun. And unless you could afford it, this is a good choice. It's a lot better than a rock. They give you a lifetime warranty. It's a serious round. And if you could afford it, you're better off going with a better name brand, because then you can carry more. You can safely carry it with one in the chamber, with Tauruses, with Rugers, with Smith & Wesson. But everything's relative. You got to do what you got to do. You got to be able to protect yourself. You need a firearm. You don't have that much money. This is pretty good. It's a pretty good bargain. And it does come with the manufacturer's lifetime warranty. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. One other thing I want to point out, it does come with one magazine. I have other magazines available, usually for only $18.99. Now, I want to talk about safety. If you're going to purchase a firearm from me, and if you have kids in the house, I insist that you use a trigger lock. Do not buy a firearm from me if you're not going to use a trigger lock if you have kids in the house. Don't assume that if you put this on top of your closet, the kids won't be able to get to it. Don't assume that if you hide it under the bed or someplace else, the kids won't find it. Kids will find it. And you really don't want to have to deal with hearing that your child got shot or a neighbor's child got shot, having to run to the hospital, or having to explain to the police officer why you left an unsecured gun at home. All right? I think it's a fine gun to leave in your glove box. Just don't leave one in the chamber. I think it's a fine gun to carry on your person. It's very light. But again, do not leave one in the chamber. This is the type of gun, all Cobra products, all Jimenez Arms products, that there is a break-in period. I would recommend that you go to range, that you shoot at least a couple of hundred rounds out of it before you rely on it. I'd recommend that you only use round nose as opposed to hollow point. Factory recommends round nose. It may or may not work well with hollow points. It's not going to void the warranty if you use hollow points, but they're not highly machined. If you want to use hollow points and if you're having problems with it, what you might want to do is what's called the fluff and buff. That's where you polish the feed ramps, where it comes off the mag around and it goes into the feeding chamber. You also can polish the sides of the slide on the frame. Be careful, you don't want to grind anything away. That's going to avoid your warranty and a hardship. Don't do what's called the fluff and buff. You can find it on YouTube. Look under Jimenez Arms, Jennings, Bryco, Cobra. They're all the same. Don't do a fluff and buff if it works fine with hollow points. I own a similar brand, Jimenez Arms, and it eats hollow points, it eats everything. But if your gun does, great, leave it alone. If it doesn't, and you definitely want to use hollow points, then do a fluff and buff. It's real easy. Look at a couple of YouTubes, and they'll tell you how to do it. For the money, it's a great buy. And even if you got to pay extra for an extra magazine, it's a great buy. Lifetime warranty. All right, well, I appreciate it. Give me a call, send me an email if you have any questions. Take care.